Hi and welcome to the Adventures of Alice in Wonderland. My name's Alison. I've been for a charity shop haul today and I thought maybe you might be interested in seeing what I've got. I actually went for books but managed to pick up a few clothing bits and pieces as well. So if you like to see charity shop hauls, stay tuned. So the first thing that I got was this. I know this seems a little random but it was only £1 and it is an official Toyota Teddy. It's got the little Toyota emblem there. Now the reason I got this for my grandson because his dad works at Toyota. He works at the factory and my daughter, his mum, used to work there too. So I thought this would be the perfect little present for him, just to have his own little Toyota mascot. Again, thinking about my grandson, I went into the RSPCA shop, which I find is really good for books. So that's the reason I went in there. But they'd got some children's DVDs. They were 4 for £1 and I just couldn't resist them. This is actually one that I'd already got in my Amazon basket because his mum loved this. We had the video version when she was little, so I couldn't resist. So this is the Tweenies. I don't even know if they're on TV anymore, but my older children absolutely love these. So I really wanted to get this for him. Now they were 4 for £1, so I just had to make up, the pound. So this I used to have on video because this was my absolute favourite when I was a child. So, he had to have this too. Bagpuss. So yeah, it's got all of the episodes on there, so I can get him into Bagpuss, a bit of nostalgia, a bit of culture. Then just to make them up, we got the Jungle Book, Disney's Jungle Book, and Sinbad, which again my daughter loved this when she was younger too. So yeah, we've got those all together. Now for books, I got quite a few from the RSPCA. I do like that shop, our local shop for books, and they're all 99 pence each as well, which is great. They're great value. So the first one is this one, The Confession. Now when I got it, I've got to be honest, I'm a sucker for a nice cover. I really am a sucker for a nice cover, and anything that's in really nice condition as well, where the spines are like new and they're nice. But then when I got back, I realised this is actually a book that I'd seen recommended that I wanted anyway. So it actually did me a favour. So this is by the same author as The Miniaturist, and I also want to get that one, and I want to read that one first and then read this one. So this one's The Confession. If you've read any of the books, I've not heard of a lot of these books today, so if you've read any of them, let me know down below what they're like, because I don't know, so I'm going to just read the back. So this one, it's when Elsie Moreau meets the writer Constance Holden, she quickly falls under her spell. Connie is sophisticated, bold and alluring, everything Elsie feels she is not. She follows Connie to LA, but in the city of strange dreams and razzle-dazzle, Elsie feels even more out of her depth and makes an impulsive decision that will change her life forever. 3 decades later, Rose Simmons is trying to uncover the story of her mother, who disappeared when she was a baby. Having learned that the last person to see her was now a reclusive novelist, Rose finds herself at the door of Constance Holden's house in search of a confession. So obviously it's called The Confession, so that sounds really exciting. So I'm looking forward to reading that. This is sort of, most of these books are just going to see me through the summer, I would hope. The second one, I think might be a middle grade because the writing's quite big inside. So I think it might be a middle grade book. And this one's called Letters from the Lighthouse, which again, it's in beautiful condition. And I really like the cover. So I thought we'll give this one a go. So we weren't supposed to be going to the pictures that night, not when German bombs had been falling like pennies from a jar. A bomb, blast, a chance encounter, and her mother's coat. This is all that Olive can remember of the night her sister Suki went missing. With London unsafe, Olive and her brother were evacuated to the Devonshire coast to stay with a mysterious lighthouse keeper. There, Olive must solve the mystery of her own, a strange coded note which seems to link Suki to Devon and to something dark and impossibly dangerous. So that sounds like a nice little read for the summer too. The next one, again, I picked up because of the cover and because it's about teacups, and I thought I'm very into cottage corey things, and I thought teacups, great. So the Vintage Teacup Club. At a car boot sale in Sussex, 3 very different women meet and fall for the same vintage tea set. That sounds like the kind of thing that I would do. They decide to divide it and share it and form a friendship that changes their lives. I think that sounds like such a nice little story. I think that could be really nice. Just a story, just a nice, easy story of friendship. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to using that one. Dealing with friendships, families, relationships and careers, highs and lows. The Vintage Teacup is a heartwarming storytelling at its very best. So I'm really looking forward to that one. So next we've got Wakenhurst. Again, absolutely love the colour. Bit of a sucker for navy blue and these beautiful colours. This one seems like it's a bit of a gothic-y ghost story type of thing. So something has been let loose. In Edwardian Suffolk, a manor house stands alone in the lost corner of the fens, a glinting wilderness of water whose whispering reeds guard ancient secrets. Maud is a lonely child growing up without her mother and ruled by her repressive father. When he finds a painted medieval devil in a graveyard, unhallowed forces are awakened. Maud's battle has begun. She must survive a world haunted by witchcraft, the age-old legends of her beloved fen, and the even more nightmarish demons of her father's past. So that sounds like maybe I'll save that one for autumn, maybe for Halloweeny time. I might save that one for. Next, again, cover. It's got this like beautiful, I don't know whether you can see it, it's shining in blue. It's like blue foiling. It's really gorgeous. My son is called Winter, so as well my eyes were drawn towards this one. So the Winter Ghosts, again, I think this might be a one to keep for more Halloween time, because I like to read quite seasonally if I can. So, do you believe in ghosts? It's 1928 and Freddie Watson is still grieving for his brother, lost in the Great War. Driving through the foothills of the French Pyrenees, his car spins off the road into a snowstorm. Freddie takes refuge in an isolated village and there meets a beautiful, captivating woman. They spend the night talking of love, loss and war, but by daybreak Fabrissa had vanished and Freddie realises he holds the key to an ancient mystery that leads him deep into the mountains, to a cave that's concealed an appalling secret for 700 years. She magazine says it's a wonderfully haunting winter tale. Stop the clock and read it in one sitting. So yeah, maybe save this one till just after Halloween, so in the winter time. The next one, I couldn't resist this one. I'm not a big reader of biographies. I've got nothing against them. I just haven't really read many. But this one I couldn't leave behind for 99p. Gorgeous hardback too. So this is Homework, a memoir of the Hollywood years, Julie Andrews. I think there's another one as well. I think there's another memoir book of Julie Andrews, which I wouldn't mind getting as well. So I'll keep an eye out for that one. So she's got some beautiful pictures of her on the back. So yeah, looking forward to reading that one. So they were all from the RSPCA shop, all the 99p ones. The next three are from our local air ambulance shop, which I always like to go in there because they have such lovely things and it's also a really good cause. So this one again, picked it up because it's not been read. It's in beautiful condition. So Rosie Goodwin, The Blessed Child. After Nessie Carson's mother is brutally murdered and her father abandons them, Nessie knows she will do anything to keep her family safe. All this is set in 1864 Nuneaton, and I'm based in the Midlands, so Nuneaton isn't that far away. Unprotected, she soon attracts the unwanted attention of her lecherous landlord, who will stop at nothing to get his way. Then, when her fragile young brother's health deteriorates, she meets the Dr. Oliver Dorsey. Oh, Dorsey, never heard that. Oh, I know, the Guernsey Literary Potato Peel Society. His name's Dorsey. As dashing as he is kind, Nessie is attracted to him, but they can never be together. Soon, Nessie finds herself in the darkest of times and the saddest of places, but there is light and the promise of happiness if only Nessie is brave enough to fight for it. So that might be a nice summer read. Next is this one. Now, my mum reads a lot of Philippa Gregory books. I haven't yet, although I do have a couple that I'm waiting to write, but I thought again, oh, lovely cover. This kind of cover really attracts me. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm just a sucker for a cover. So these are Philippa Gregory writes all historical. I really like historical type books. especially if they're a little bit dark, just a little bit ghosty, a little bit gothic-y. I do like those. So it's 1648 and the country is in the grip of a bloody civil war. The king is in exile and the people have learned to keep their allegiances secret. In the tidelands of Sussex, where land and sea join together, the villagers are focused on survival and those who are different are regarded with suspicion. Without a husband, Eleanor is struggling to make ends meet. The villagers suspect her of possessing dark secrets and they watch her every move. When she meets James, a man of status who needs a place of refuge for the night, she risks everything to show him the hidden ways across the treacherous marsh, not knowing if she is leading a spy and an enemy into her life. I've just realised that there's at least 3 of these books that I've picked up today are set in Sussex. So I don't know whether Sussex is a particularly spooky place, but they seem to be set in Sussex. So the last one is this one. Now, the idea of living in the woods is like my idea of heaven. So that's what attracted me to this one. So this is set initially it's set in London 1960. So the lives of teenage twins Maisie and Duncan change forever the night their sick mother is taken into an asylum. Sent to live in the New Forest with their cold-hearted grandmother, Mrs. Mitchum, they feel unloved and abandoned. At least they have each other. But one day Duncan doesn't come home from exploring in the forest and no one, least of all his grandmother, appears to care about his disappearance. The police who found the bodies of other missing boys offer little hope of finding Duncan alive. That doesn't sound good. Yet Maisie refuses to give up. Though she doesn't know the woods well, she knows someone who does, the strange old woman who lives at their heart. So I'm hoping that this strange old woman that lives at their heart is going to help her find him. So yeah, that sounds like a really good read as well. Now that's all of the books that I picked up today, which is quite enough. I think there's 9 books there, so they're going to keep me going for a little while. But normally I don't very often pick up clothes in the charity shops. Not that it doesn't bother me, it's just that I never see anything that in the ones in our local shops that I think are very nice. But today I did find a few bits. So the first thing, and I don't know whether you're going to see this, the first one's from St Giles Hospice shop and was just £3. Now this is obviously going to be for autumn winter time. I'm going to see if I can show you. And it's a beautiful long skirt. I really loved the pattern on there, and I thought with some boots and a really nice t-shirt that would be absolutely perfect for autumn time. So I picked that up for £3. And then in the air ambulance shop, managed to get 3 pairs of things for summer. So I managed to get these 3/4 trousers, £2. Everything's £2 in our local air ambulance shop. So I managed to get some 3/4 trousers for £2. I managed to get a pair of khaki shorts. And these are the shorts that sort of go halfway down your thigh because I don't like short shorts. I'm not built for those. So again, £2. Got a little belt with it as well. Just bought a nice khaki cardigan, so that will go nicely with them. And then this one, bargain of all bargains, still got the £12.50 tags on them. So again, some sort of thigh length shorts, again for £2. So yeah, I feel like I did really well today in the charity shops. I'm planning on doing a charity shop with my daughter, maybe next week, and we're going to go to another local town, a different town to this one, where apparently they've got lots and lots of charity shops and they're all great. And apparently as well, any books in there, in a lot of books are 20p each, which is just fabulous. So we're going to go and do that. So if you're interested in seeing another charity shop haul, I always love to see what people have got, the bargains. I love a bargain. So if you're interested in that, please let me know down below, and I'll film the next one. If we find anything, if we manage to pick anything up, which I'm sure we will, even if it's books, I'm sure we will. I hope you've enjoyed that, and will join me again next time. If you've liked it, could you please give me a little like and maybe subscribe to see what else I come up with, what other videos come in the future. Thanks for watching. See you again soon. Bye bye.